Devendra Rana is provincial president of the National Conference. Sameer Kaul is chief national spokesperson of the PDP. Shabnam Lone is a senior advocate. Salman Soz, senior Congress leader. My first question is to Devendra Rana. Shameful, isn't it, Mr. Rana, what Farooq Abdullah says? He says, I wish I had the authority and the power and these people behind me. I would have carried out 100 attacks on them. But I do not have that power. What does he mean? He means that if he had the resources at his disposal, he would have resorted to tremendous violence against his rival, the PDP. Is this a language expected of a cabinet minister?
Metaphor being twisted to the political convenience.
Metaphor.
What he has said is
Sameer Kaul metaphor. He says metaphor. I don't know what kind of metaphors. What language English is this?
My resources are my people. My resources are my votes. And he said, I will fight the PDP
prize customer
through
would
the
have been
people
no
of
one other,
Kashmir
not a warlord from Afghanistan.
With the power of my vote.
It would be right
and
here,
he said, with the
Farooq
vote
Abdullah of Kashmir.
and with the support of the people of Kashmir.
He would have been your first
You don't want to
customer
listen
tonight.
to me. You cannot go on like this. You have to
Listen
give me
to
a chance
what?
to speak, and then
You are threatening political holocaust, my friend.
Not
political
at all.
holocaust.
You are feeling threatened.
This is an
because you are bereft of
open
issues.
threat.
You are bereft
What's
of
wrong
issues.
with you?
You have no issues.
What are
It
you
is a
trying to
reflection
defend
of your
tonight, my
frustration. And Mr. Arnab Goswami, let me also put some facts before you. The unfortunate killing of that Sarpanch. The slain Sarpanch.
No, Farooq Abdullah should be arrested then.
Are you listening?
Wait a minute.
But Farooq Abdullah should be arrested.
Because he was talking to us. Because that slain Sarpanch
No,
was
Farooq
talking
Abdullah.
to us. And he was talking to support
A union-
us. And he has
a
been
union
in the
minister-
process that he was being taught. We need to ask
A union minister says that if I had bombs and guns, I would have carried out 100 attacks on my political rivals. He should be arrested. You can't dismiss it by calling it a metaphor.
I am not going to resort to violence. I am not talking of violence. Please read his statement.
But if I had the guns and bombs, I would have carried out 100 attacks on them.
To violence.
But
You
if I
asked
had
me
the
a question. I don't have that power. I don't want to. My resources are the people who are without guns and bombs. My resources are people and their vote, the NC patron Dr. Farooq Abdullah said. And a metaphor in the process of
It's not a metaphor.
And now you're trying to blow it up out of proportion.
It is first of all.
There are many issues which need to be debated and discussed.
Devendra Rana.
Please try to understand, Mr. Arnab Goswami. National Conference is a party which has lost so many lives. So many of our colleagues have died. My young colleague Yawar Masoodi had a narrow escape the other day. You think the patron of the party, who the father of the party, how would he be feeling when
Devendra
his
Rana,
soldiers are dying, when his friends are dying, when his people who are
Devendra Rana, don't resort to emotion.
Yawar Masoodi,
Don't resort. No, 1 minute. Devendra Rana, please. Devendra Rana, please. Devendra Rana, just a minute.
Mr. Goswami, sir, if you lose
Mr. Rana, listen to me.
Listen to me. Patron of the party, who is the be-all of the party, is he not going to feel hurt? A man who has seen people dying.
What do you mean by
who have
feel
been
hurt?
of the National Conference. He used a metaphor. You are twisting that metaphor.
1 second. Now,
suddenly everything has been boiled down to that metaphor.
No, 1 minute. You see the problem nowadays.
The way it is being taken and twisted
Devendra
by
Rana,
the
okay, now you're repeating yourself. The point is, Devendra Rana, listen to me, please. I know you have come prepared to defend Farooq, but just listen. Otherwise, we will not be able to get over it. First of all, you have Devendra Rana, you have to let me. You have to let me come in. Otherwise, you anchor the program. You please listen to me now, Mr. Rana. Listen to me,
sir. I am on the truth. And truth doesn't need to be defended. Truth just needs to be projected.
Now, can I just say something? Fine, you have made a fair amount of long opening remarks. Your opening remarks effectively amount to the following. One, you admit that Farooq Abdullah said that if he had bombs and guns, he would have carried out an attack on the PDP. You then say it was a metaphor. You say
I was not witness to this. I am reading what I have before me. He says my resources are people who are without guns and bombs.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Now don't do this. Now don't do this, Devendra Rana. Don't do this. You know, I'll read it out to you. Please just wait a minute. Hold your turn. I wish. This is a cabinet minister's language. I wish I had the power and the authority and these people. Which people? Terrorists? I would have carried out 100 attacks on them if I had the bombs and guns. And you go and say this, you're provoking people to go out and carry out physical violence. And the problem is nowadays, that there are cameras everywhere which catch you red-handed.
Mr. Goswami, put your hand on your heart. You also understand it's a metaphor. You also understand it's a metaphor. A man who's seen so many people of his own cadre killed, who saw Yawar Masoodi, a young man, being attacked, who's finding people being attacked, petrol bombs being thrown on
Mr. Rana,
houses, who sees people being attacked, being warned,
Mr. Rana, will you calm down?
The man boils because he has a love and care for his own
Mr. Rana, you know what? We just be quiet for a minute, because there are 3 people who have not been given an opportunity to speak. And by the way,
please give everybody an opportunity.
Thank you for your permission.
Don't allow them to
thank you for your permission. While you let them speak, you don't use my line. You hold your hand to your heart and ask yourself what you think of a politician who says, give me guns and bombs and I will carry out physical attacks on them, and what the party workers will assume it is.
I think he's a caring
Samir Kaul will now respond. Samir Kaul, you mentioned. Samir Kaul
Abdullah happens to be caring for me and my people.
Fine.
Please understand
people are not just
vagaries that we have to face as National Conference.
Samir Kaul, my question to you is that you mentioned, you draw a line. 1 minute. A sarpanch was killed after this comment. It's very serious. He makes a comment. No, please. Devendra Rana, hold your horses. Just a minute.
You shut him up, please.
The sarpanch was talking to us.
Just a minute, Mr. Rana. Just a minute. There are 3 other people.
And were wanting to support us. And he got eliminated. Why? I have a question to
One second. How can the PDP draw a connection between Farooq Abdullah's speech where he says, give me guns and bombs, I would have carried out these attacks, but I can't because I don't, and the Sarpanch's murder? Farooq Abdullah's speech is at 2:30 p.m. The murder of Amin Pandit is at 11:30 p.m. What is your proof that the National Conference was involved in the killing of the Sarpanch? And if you don't have any proof, will you therefore apologize to the National Conference tonight for taking the argument a bit too far?
On a lighter vein, Arnab, if you ran a bomb store or a Kalashnikov store, your first prized customer wouldn't have been a warlord from Afghanistan in Helmand. It would have been Farooq Abdullah, by the way.
You are making irrelevant comments and then talking
as far as National Conference is concerned, will you please shut up? Will you please shut up?
If we are talking in a lighter vein, we are not here to waste each other's time. We are serious people. And if you have comments about Dr. Farooq Abdullah and these remarks about Dr. Farooq Abdullah, if they are lighter vein,
can you please shut up, my friend?
In such a casual manner,
can you please shut up, my friend?
Then Mr. Samir Kaul should really apologize to everybody.
Okay, talk. Keep on talking. If you think that is the way to go about such discussions, Arnab, National Conference since the 1930s has a history of relying on strong arm methods to eliminate political opposition. Even if it was the Kisan Mazdoor Party, or was it the Muslim Conference, or was it the Democratic Socialist Party in the 30s, right up till now, when you challenge their political might, they respond by guns, by threats, by bombs, by beating people up, by murdering people. Have you forgotten the murder of Haji Yusuf?
Tell me.
Right here, you threaten clearly, and then you have this action, and look at what it is. And this guy will not shut up. He will just not shut up and let anybody else speak. Because they are hiding a guilt. They have a guilt, and they are hiding that, and they are completely decimated at the grassroots, and therefore fearful of what is coming up ahead.
Well, I said, no, 1 minute. Now, please keep quiet. I will not use unparliamentary language, but please, both of you, calm down. I need to go to the other two panelists,
Sir?
please. Devendra Rana, please.
Goswami, sir.
Mr.
1 minute, sir.
You
Mr.
can, but do you have elastocrate for him?
Mr. Rana, Mr. Rana,
need elastoplast to shut him up.
National Conference has made since 1930.
He won't stop.
Mr. Samir Kaul.
You need
you
proper
you know it if you have
elastoplast,
read
my
the
friend.
history. In
Do you have it?
1947, the sacrifices that we have made, and the sacrifices as recent as from 1990
Don't give
to
me that.
96 that the National Conference has made. Please don't make a mockery of those sacrifices. Our people have laid down their lives. for the cause of
please, enough, Mr. Rana. Now you will please keep quiet for a minute, and I get Samir Kaul and Salman Soz in. Shabnam Lone and Salman Soz in. Just a minute, please. And look at Salman Soz, usually an active participant in these debates. Stunned into silence.
I can't see it.
Because stunned into silence because he knows that logically speaking, under section 153A of the Indian Penal Code relating to hate speech and section 125 of the Representation of People's Act concerning promoting enmity between classes in connection with an election, Farooq Abdullah should be arrested. This can't be passed off as a metaphor. This can't be passed off as a metaphor. This is not a metaphor. You can't use these things as a metaphor. You don't try and get away by. How can you say if I had? How can you say if I had?
Arrest somebody.
How can you say if I had bombs and guns, I would use it on my rivals?
No, but he will.
Don't give me that kind of line.
Get away with an unsound mind appeal. He'll get away with an unsound mind appeal. Believe me. They won't arrest him. He'll get away with an unsound mind appeal.
Let me ask you. Who
says that violence is not
by his 1 minute, please. By his son and your party's chief minister's own admission. Okay, these killings of sarpanchas are being carried out by Pakistan-backed terrorists. Salman Soz should answer today why he is quiet. Because he knows that the National Conference leader is giving, and I say this with utmost responsibility, Farooq Abdullah is giving Pakistan-backed terrorists a clean chit.
No.
Oh, yes, he is.
Absolutely not. A metaphor has been used. Put your hand on your heart, sir.
No, but there is a more important motive, my friend. And the motive is to not let people come out and vote.
Those who fought this militancy, those who fought this militants, they are the ones who are now...
Salman Soz.
And we are the ones who are getting killed.
Let's see. Salman Soz.
No, you're wrong. Absolutely wrong.
All people to kill Yawar Masoodi.
Salman Soz.
You are keeping people away from the voting.
Salman Soz's turn, please keep quiet, both of you.
Why was this man attacked when he was talking?
Let us calm down.
Because you want to spread fear. And you want to eliminate your opposition by killing them, not through votes.
Please.
Because you don't want people to come out and vote.
Salman Soz.
Voted away. Very simple. What's difficult about it?
Salman Soz, please. Devendra Rana, don't dominate the debate completely. Salman Soz and Shabnam Lone haven't even spoken.
Carnages that you carried out, have you forgotten 2010?
Okay, now I'll reduce the volume. Salman Soz, go ahead. Salman Soz, listen to Salman Soz.
His son made certain...
First of all, I'd like to, this is a somber occasion. Mahmood Amin Pandit Saab was killed in a dastardly attack. My condolences to the family and to all his friends and family. It's a very, very sad day. Kashmir witnesses one more painful event. And let me just say that, we've seen many of these attacks happening over the past several years. Just when you think that things are stabilizing, things start getting bad again. And yes, as we get closer to elections, there are elements that vitiate the atmosphere out there, and we have to do all we can. And I say...
No, but you have to come out about which elements are we talking about, Salman?
Please.
You can't just say elements. Be very clear about it. Be specific. Your own alliance partners are creating all the trouble. And you're just keeping quiet.
Dr. Samir Kaul, let me finish.